People are gonna start to talk. No need to wait for permission. Ask them. So you've heard of us? Good. That makes this easier. My primary task has been to watch the Order. But I'm confident my superiors would agree. Physical proof is of far greater value than mere rumor. I was assigned to the Order as a girl, but never really found my footing there. Too unfocused, they said. A distraction to others. Then the schism happened and everything went topsy-turvy. In all the chaos, an agent from Sub Rosa made contact. She made me an offer and I liked how the math worked out. If I had to theorize, Sub Rosa must have seen me as their in to the Order. And through them, I saw an eventual way out. My left pinky feels a little tingly. All jesting aside, no. I learned it's best not to exceed a moderate amount of caring when it comes to the actions of others. You'll only be disappointed.
Fair.
People are gonna start to talk. Aren't you reliable? I just need one moment to copy the data. There, all done. Thank you ever so much. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
That's all. Dang, I don't have that info though.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another? Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what their purpose should have been! Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet.
Thank you.
I must admit I first had doubts, due to your association with a cultist. But yes, you've earned not only my trust, but the Order's as well. I hope you'll continue working with us. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know. Be on your very, very best behavior.
Bet. That's why I brought my 2 safest people.
Good to see you again. I had hoped we could speak earlier, but no matter. A little time remains. You are a crucial variable in the solution to a critical problem. Since the unfortunate end of the peace talks, Gertie and I have kept in communication, and we believe it is still possible to get the Order and Auntie's Choice to work together. When you go in to speak with the presiding bishop, please raise the issue with her. I assure you this is the correct thing to do. For yourself, for us, for Arcadia. Farewell. I would say good luck, but I put no stock in chance. Only probability. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Sure. Trusted.
The Order has always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart. A bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause. Prudent. Now then, I gather you already know who I am, but science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relationships by 5.3%. So, allow me to introduce myself. I am RUTH BASAR, 3rd Presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant.
3rd Presiding Bishop.
And, plan willing, the architect of Arcadia's prosperous future. I admit, when I sent my initial message, I did not exactly know who its recipient would be. but I trusted the plan. And lo and behold, it provided you as the solution. Your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made for compelling reading material. Confronting an assassin, and thereby sparing the delegates' lives before the rift inexplicably destroyed the station? Such a commendable effort is worthy of acknowledgement. Yes, by all reports it was. But the plan evidently has greater outcomes prepared
Hello,
for Vic 11.
motherfucker.
Hello, Rookie. How you doing?
He is, at that. I consider him a close personal friend, and I cannot say that about many. However, there's something of even greater import we must discuss. I have
And that
received
is?
numerous reports indicating the archive has been wrested away from the Protectorate by a single, rather determined rogue factor. Your contributions to the Order will not go unreciprocated. Though even this happy solution is not without its imperfections. I've heard the Archive's priority set has been altered by its occupiers. I suppose we shall see if that remains the case. More senseless work to be done. It is my hope that such archaic methods of communicating with the Archive will soon not be necessary. I am only lacking the resources to make my plan a reality.
I'm glad you're doing good, Rookie. What have you been up to?
That may be, but there is no denying that human language is limiting, inefficient, and prone to miscommunication.
Fair.
By forcing the Archive to speak with us through a personality-based priority set, we are throttling the speed at which we may understand the Archive, and it us. While the Archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were. Unfortunately, this apparatus exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I lack the chemicals to finish its manufacture. A question whose origins prickle the mind. I would ask who informed you about our experiment in the garden, but I already have my suspicions. My panacea is derived from perspective. They share certain characteristics. But to answer your question, no. It is not intended for mass use in the same way. A plant on Praetor under Auntie's choice control has the chemicals I need for this new treatment. Infiltrate the plant and retrieve them, by whatever means necessary. There should be a maintenance tunnel on the lowest level of the plant, which lets out near the sewage pool. You may be able to sneak inside from there without drawing notice. The front entrance is likely to have security, so I would avoid that route entirely. Unless you feel confident in your skills of persuasion, or not opposed to being shot at. Yes, I predicted you would. Oh, the Laureate Council simply draws a name out of a hat. Yes, there's a reason they call it the madness of crowds. In reality, I was recommended for my position by the preceding bishop. Paired with my skills as a seer, I was the natural choice when it came time for the council to vote. Thank you for that charitable assessment. My predecessor, presiding Bishop Orlo, and I had a close working relationship. He knew I possessed the skills and temperament for the role. I counted him a friend.
Fair.
Orlo shared with me his doubts about the Order's partnership with the Protectorate. The compromise is made. He had many such regrets at the end of his life.
God damn it, Rookie. Well, hopefully you guys are having fun. What are you guys playing? Do you think Orla would approve?
It was not the only determining factor, but yes, it factored in. Call it proof of concept. Laplace's garden is more than its aesthetic. It offers a vision of a future free from the despotic rule of narrow-minded jingoists, where the fruit of the plan can finally ripen. It saddens me to see the garden so despoiled by our wartime presence. But with the loss of Spyreton, necessity dictated we quarter here in the interim. By themselves, very little. Once combined with other agents, a great deal of different effects can be achieved. If all goes according to plan, I should be able to create a stupefacient of sorts that will ease the discomfort of wearing the apparatus needed to communicate with the archive. Certainly, but nothing I'm not prepared to suffer.
God damn it, Rookie.
May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
Failed to cite her work completely. I worked with presiding Bishop Orlo, you know. Now there was a serious scientician.
See, kill on sight. Your actions just now caused one of the game's factions to order that your party be shot attacked on sight by all faction personnel due to unforgivable crimes. Like, what the fuck did I do?
Welcome back, Agent. Is there some evaluation I can do for you? As I told you in my message, a splinter group was responsible for recruiting your fellow agent and tasking her to perpetrate that heresy. The conviction of those radicals was such that they elected to perish from exposure to Cloister's wilderness to avoid fouling their predictions and my interference. Their interpretation of the data was at odds with mine. I forbade them taking action, to no avail, obviously. I disavowed their actions then, as I do now.
That sure will be some comfort the next time one of my stumps seizes up.
This kind of collateral damage is precisely what I was hoping to avoid. But that is the past. We must look toward the future now.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Rookie. Hopefully you continue to have
May
fun
you achieve
on whatever game you're
progress
playing.
in accordance with the plan.
Ready to spread the truth.
That's fine. I honestly don't care.
Investigating hostile intentions. Pressure at hand.
Oh, it's an employee. My bad.
Activating energy. Oh, commander's almost dead.
Oh.
Sharp enough. Hostile nearby. I'll handle this.
Okay, cool. Unfortunately, I don't know what you want from me. I had a kill on site, so Auntie's choice, you kind of did this to yourself. I had no bad blood with you, but now we do. For no reason. I still don't know what the reason was. I don't know what I get that I was going with the order a lot, but Auntie's choice wasn't really doing much to help. That's the front door. Yeah, you're fine, you're fine. I ain't gonna
Enemy
do.
moving into harm's way. From let me bottom line it for you.
Do these corporate drones aspire to nothing? So many die defending this poisonous flurry of commonplace molecular chain compounds.
Examine you. All right.
Low in the hold. A foe. Proceeding to attack. Find the hostile.
Say the word and I'll spread enlightenment.
You're about to die.
All in the wrist. This might sting. A lot. Just die.
And Ray.
Reviving me is in everyone's best interest.
Revive you.
Thank energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Hello?
Transmitter down over here.
Recharge for
Where they at?
Commander, throwing energy your
Don't break it. Just die.
They've been numb, taking the fight out of them. Don't refuse medical support.
Don't need a...
There we go. How are you?
whatever you're selling, we ain't buying.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to go up.
Reviving.
I'm alive.
Okay,
Who needs to die?
so that's everyone.
Not a live one.
Underpaid and overlabored. Story of my existence.
So loot everything. Go with you.
Ain't paying me enough to pick up after these dim bulbs. Just the other day I had to warn one of them not to plumb an outlet with their own finger. Ask them why, and they just replied, it looked a little loose. Oh, these scientist types might be bright, but they've got no practical smarts. Marvin, a puddle ain't water. No, that don't mean touch it to find out what it is.
You're no competition. I weep.
See, grab all of you. Good for you. I was gonna help her until she just threw everyone at me, so you can blame Auntie for this. Grab all of you. So there's you there.
What's all that going on? Out there? These conditions are not optimal for market testing. All right, that marks an Allison suggestion. Now, tell me, how do you feel? And remember, this is for user research, so please be honest.
Hostile in proximity.
Go with you. Nothing here. Messages.
The presiding bishop wanted her stupefying serum. We acquired it. I see no reason to keep her waiting.
I agree. Unjam the door.
You are admitted to the Chamber of Conflict of
Not this again. How many times must we tread this ground, Leslie?
As many times as needed until you see reason. We have the archive back now. Yes, the work may be slow moving forward. But you needn't sacrifice yourself for mere expediency.
I have heard your thesis, and I remain unconvinced by it.
How long have we known each other, Ruth? Long enough, I'd argue, for you to recognize that I only have your best interests in mind.
Enough. I am not interested in furthering this debate, especially before an audience. Laureate Beckett and I are having a minor academic dispute. Nothing that should concern you.
Hardly minor. Wait. Is this who you tasked with going to Praetor? Do they even know what this panacea will do to you? The true cost of it?
The agent knows what is pertinent for them to know.
Damn.
If you won't tell them, then I will. This little chemical cocktail will short-circuit Ruth's limbic system, eradicating her emotions. Her very humanity will be expunged. And she will be absolutely no fun during our weekly game of diminishing variable whist.
All in service to a far greater goal. I cannot be distracted by the agony of wearing the binary lector during my interactions with the archive.
Has everyone lost their senses? This cannot be in line with the Grand Architect's plan.
You are letting your personal feelings influence your interpretation of the numbers. It would not be the first time, would it? My decision is made. All that remains is delivery of the chemicals themselves.
I cannot be party to this. I'm sorry.
It will take some time to finish manufacturing the final mixture, but you have created eventuality, where before there existed only possibility. There is another matter that must be resolved as soon as possible, concerning the Hyperion reticulum. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a Protectorate installation, Oris listening post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. You sound like Laureate Craft. Our artificer Laureate believes dedicating some of the satellites to surveillance could address immediate security concerns. The distinction between the Order and the Protectorate is already blurry for many Arcadians, without us adopting tactics that could be perceived as too extreme. Nothing beyond a few automechs, turrets, and some minor Protectorate personnel. All well within your capabilities to dispatch.
Say no more.
Then I look forward to hearing your next report. May your actions further the plan.
Okay.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. Yes, as I mentioned to her, I understand we intend to reorient the web for scientific purposes alone. But we can still do that and aid our war effort. There are a multitude of satellites. Most, almost all, can be used to collect information on the equation. But just a few turned within Arcadia will help us in the near future. The Order thrives on information. The more we have, the more effectively we can lead. This has been proven scientifically to be true.